Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Pokemon card mail day by the Pokemonster. And today we have to do some good old-fashioned condition checking since I had some problems with incoming mail over the last couple of days. Let's improve our light setting for condition check modus. And without further ado, let's dive straight into it. So in order to not mix anything up between several different purchases, let's go over some really cool purchases first before we go into the condition checking of the damaged cards. This Monday afternoon, I'm doing fine, just had some Pokemon cards coming in Saturday. During the weekend I had no time to open up the packages, so we do it in this afternoon as we pull the Fuecoco promo Horizons card. I think this one and the Sprigatito are really nice, really undervalued at the moment, underappreciated. But we will see what the future brings. Here we have some more of the English stamped version of the World Championship 2024 Pikachu vs Mew. A great card. SVP 190 Black Star promo. I switched over from the Japanese ones to the English ones. I'm occasionally purchasing and selling the Japanese ones still, but I think the English one is way cooler because it is sealed. And it is unfortunate that it is not holographic, but it is a really cool card. And then we have some of the Professor Research Pokemon Go promos. Pokemon Professor Willow sealed, and this card contains a code that you can scratch off, I imagine. I've never seen the card in real life, this code version, but you can use it in Pokemon Go. So it's a regular card, I will put it on the screen here, but it has a really nice gimmick. Couple of bucks here and there. This one is between 5 and 6, I believe. Then we have a couple of bucks here and there again. Not too shabby, but it is nice if you need a variety of items to put up for sale and then a quantity higher than one. Then you can just keep putting new ones online once one sells. So then we get to one of my favorite new cards from the black and white set, the Liepard or Liepard Art Rare. Since the release of the English black and white set was just a day ago, or 2 days ago, everybody started opening that. I am considering to buy a Black Bolt ETB and maybe a Japanese Black Bolt booster box. I'm much more a Sacrum fan than a Reshiram fan, but I might pick up some packs, some loose packs or sleeve packs or whatever there is out there, maybe some one-pack blisters of the White Flare to have something of both. And in the meantime, I'm gonna purchase some art rares in Japanese. Really cool card. I expect the value to go down like 20% more over the coming weeks. So if you want to reduce the risk of losing money, I don't see them spike up that fast. I see them rather come down first. So if you don't want to lose the money, maybe stay away from these cards for the next coming weeks. I do like them, however. And there we have another Eaton's Typhlosion. Really fan of this card. I picked up some for between 12 and 15 bucks now. I might put one up back for sale since I already have 3. A Swinub from Journey Together Battle Partners, I believe. And then we have a gorgeous yellow border Galarian Gallery from Crown Zenith, the Chaldea, really great. With the Northern Light there. And there is a kind of a theme going on in the Galarian Galleries where you see all Pokemons depicted in the night. That's really great. You have the Ledian. I think that is from Stellar Crown though, but you have the Cricketune, Lunatone, Solrock. Yeah, great theme. And there we have a Snorlax from 151. I think it's time soon to go dive into the art rare binder again. A Steelix that I might put up for sale if my old one has not sold yet. And then I purchased the Floragato for 4 to 5 bucks. And then I saw only a minute later when I placed the order that the guy also had some Sprigatitos, and I rather have the Sprigatito than the Floragato. So I made another purchase with 5 minutes in between them. The guy must think I'm crazy, but I hope that one arrives soon too. And then we have one more Hisuian Typhlosion. Or I mean Eaton's Typhlosion, sorry. So then we're gonna take a look at these cards, and I wanted to share in between. I purchased a slab of the Umbrian Celebrations Gold Star, and I purchased that 10 days ago, and I just received a mail today. Hey man, I'm sorry. The stores, it comes from Spain, so the stores are only open in the morning, and then I am working, so I had no chance to send it yet, but I will ship it today or tomorrow. And I can only say that I am delighted and waiting for the card to arrive. In the meanwhile, let's take a look at these cards, what we have here. Anyways, here we have this one, Alolan Duck Trio. And you can see in the middle of the card, I will zoom in on it for you, but you see in the entire card, however, it is all scratched up though. And I purchased all these cards near mint that we're gonna take a look at right now. But you can definitely see there are some scratches. He made a picture of the card. One of the scratches was clearly visible on the card. Despite it being near mint, it had one scratch. I was aware of that. But this card has 4 to 5 scratches. And it seems like this area is also not what it should be. A little bit faded and scratched. But more so over here and over there. And in the middle of the Alolan Duck Trio. This was not the main part of the order, obviously. We have a really cool Heracross that was not damaged. I was very glad to have received this card as it is. But then we get to the point that was the most unfortunate of all. Because I ordered a Lieutenant Yoshida, and I ordered a couple of them, I must admit. Because I really have faith in the future value of this card. It's one of the only cards with a real person on it. It is from the Detective Pikachu, the Great Detective Pikachu in Japanese. It's an Asian or Japanese exclusive even. And it depicts one of my favorite actors of all time, Ken Watanabe. And this card was also purchased based on a picture of the front. The picture was like this. And I was very happy to see it for about 22 bucks. So I received the card just a minute ago. I want to do this while it is fresh. And I have to ship this card back to the guy already later today too. So it looks generally really nice. If you look like this, you don't really detect any damage on first glance. And it is a really great card. But then we're gonna take a closer look. And there you can see something. Yeah, like this it is very clearly visible. In the middle of the screen, I will zoom in on it. But this is not what it was all about. Where you turn the card around, there it is. Alright, so there it is. From the back side it is even more clearly visible. You see 2 indents, and one of them is going through all the way to the front that we just saw. And then the back side of the card is entirely dirty too. This card has been played or used without sleeve and touched a lot without sleeve. Then you can see here, also just in the middle of the screen, a large scratch just under the Pokeball, the white part of the Pokeball. And then an area here, let's see, this area is also totally scratched up. So I think, personally, these 2 small indents in the middle of the screen do already make the card not near mint anymore. It is a shame. And it is, if that is everything, yeah, it is a shame. But the PSA will look at it, PSA 6 instant, due to this small tiny dent. If you take into account the scratch in the middle of the card here, and then the card is dirty, and then you have here a part that is also scratched up. And this card, this scratch rather, is deep. I'm not sure if I can show it on the screen, but I made a picture of it, of course, to show the seller. And he said, sorry, you want 50% refund now and 50% when I receive the card? I said, okay, I'll ship it back later today. He did not understand how it was damaged in the corner. We had a conversation about it. I said, yeah, this is just how I received it. I get it from the pack. I turn on my light and I unpack the cards. And I see it is damaged and I contact you. And now I hope to get a solution for my problem. I have said previously I'm not rich. 20 bucks locked up and probably closer to 30 bucks if you take into account these cards too. For me it's a lot of money. 30 bucks. So he shipped it all in one top loader to me. I will ship it all back to him in one top loader too. And I add a nice piece of cardboard here with a return shipment on the back so that he can easily see which shipment it is. Now for a couple more minutes of recording, let me actually get the charger in. Alright, that's better. So I had already packed this for return shipment. I wanted to show it on video and now I'm gonna just package it again and be right back in a second. This was better packaged in my opinion. It came into a team bag and I would have packed it the same way as you just saw. Let's take a look at this one. I ordered multiple. I ordered even more that are still on the way to my house. And I pulled the card from the mailer like this. And I just contacted the seller because I was looking at the card like this. And this one also a picture of the front and the back even. There's a picture of the front and the back. And like this you can see it's a little bit off center. So I looked at the card like this and I was, oh, that is fine, that is pretty fine. It's a little bit off center like I said. And then I turned the card around and I was starting to inspect it like this. And then this caught my eye. It's a big indent, guys. Instantly the card is no longer near mint. This is typical for if you grade it with PSA, they say, oh, PSA 6 or perhaps even PSA 5. I'm not sure if it will go as low as a PSA 4, but this is no longer PSA 8 or perhaps arguably a PSA 7, but I don't like PSA 7s as near mint anyways. But this is not even a PSA 7, so I contacted the seller, made 2 pictures. Thanks for the card. Unfortunately, it is damaged on the back. I would like to solve this problem as fast as possible. Let me package the card and take it with me to the postal service today, since I have to bring more packages of my own sold cards. And now I hope he will reply within an hour or 2 hours. That would be best. Then I can take it with me today and we can solve the problem as fast as possible. So anyway, I wait for a reply of this. You will hear about it in the next episode hopefully, and hopefully also I hope so much, I really hope so, that in the future the other cards that I purchased from this card, that they will arrive near mint, because there can be 20 copies online near mint. If half of them is not near mint, yeah, you just get tricked. And it's a lot of money yet again, between 20 and 25 bucks a card. You want to have the card in near mint. If the centering was the only thing, you know it will not get a PSA 10. I don't care. I want the card undamaged near mint. One small scratch, one spot of whitening, no problem. But if the card has a huge indent, or for the other one, for that matter, it has 2 indents, it looks like binder dents, but I'm not sure if that is it. And then to conclude, that one also has a deep scratch and a small area where a lot of scratches are in, so that is not near mint. Anyways guys, I hope you like this kind of content, and I hope above all that you learn something from it. Grade your cards in the right condition, be honest to buyers, and solve the problem as well as soon as possible. I'm really glad the other guy replied already within an hour, so I can package everything up and send it back to him, and I now still had the possibility to make a video. It's pretty hot here. I'm gonna turn the fan on. Have a good day, have a good week everyone. If you like this kind of content, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more. And I'll see you later.